Hey everyone, Brandon here. If you didn't already know, I do a lot of videography and really getting into photography right now. I just got back from Las Vegas. I did a car rally with Zero Emission Runs and Ford. So we went from Ontario, California, all the way to Las Vegas, and then of course around the area. I did both the videography, photography for that event. I'm going to be releasing a big rally video as well as a bunch of short videos. So we're just gonna talk about the whole process of doing that. Step one will be showing up. So that's booking your flight to and from, booking a rental car, being aware of pricing for Ubers and then your food and all of that stuff. So basically how you're getting to places and then the cost of everything. Once you book all of that stuff, you can start the next part of the process, which is on the computer. Number two is going to be to make a plan. So if we have a Google Maps open, typically I'll have Google Maps, Google Sheets, and then Google Docs open. The reason why that these three are important is because before you do any of that stuff, you need to get with the people that you're working with, whether they're giving you instructions, giving you an outline, whatever have you, get an outline of times and places. That's all you need. From there, you can build your outline of what you want to do. So I did this long before the event. I was like, hey, give me, the times of where we're gonna be and where we're going to be. And from there, I was able to make a Google Doc of everything. And so that way I was prepped for the day of. So I knew what time I needed to leave from my airport, what time I was flying in to the airport, what time I was getting to my hotel, what time I was meeting at the initial place, and then what I was doing at the initial place. So the media there. Was I flying my drone really close to the cars? Was I getting overhead shots? Or was I getting shots of people or photos of people? All those things. And then you move on to the next location. But okay, we're gonna take some roller videos before we get to the next location. Looking at the freeway, which freeways are we gonna take? Make sure you know which on-ramps or off-ramps you're getting on, just, generally. You don't have to memorize it, but just kind of know where you're going. How many lanes are on the freeway? Because this can make it easier if you're taking roller shots. Is there going to be any traffic? Just some things you should be aware of. That way it'll make your job day of much easier, much less stressful. If you do all this planning beforehand, even if you over plan, it's much better than under planning and you're there the day of. So that's pretty much it. The next step is just, going over your stops, going over your times, and then making the outline. Number three is going to be get organized. I'm talking on your computer. So before you even do anything, you're gonna want to make a general folder. I typically start it with the day and then what we're doing. So 10/11 was when the Zero Runs was, and the Zero Runs was what we're doing. So day and then an event. And then once in here, you're gonna want to do all of your stuff. Don't just accidentally move stuff. My fault. So when you're looking through here, I always reserve the number 0 for just kind of random stuff that comes in. This could be clips I take with my phone, things I take with the Meta glasses. People take other videos and photos with their phone. They want to give them to me. That's fine too. I'll just put them in here. Now, how I format everything else is a little bit better. So I have the days. We have Friday and then we have Saturday. So all the Fridays are up here and then all the Saturdays are down here. It keeps everything organized. However, you might run into the problem where if you're sorting things by, the first character, things will be jumbled up. So sometimes I will put numbers in the front just to keep everything in order. For here, Friday and Saturday works completely fine. And then from there, after the possible number, but definitely the date, I have another number. And this number is going to be everything that is done for the first part, right? So the start is when we do the initial meetup, and then after that we do rollers, and then we go to stop 2. Then we do rollers again, and then we go to the official stop 2, and that's when I make the number 2. And then after that, the next set of rollers, that's going to be 2.5. The next event would be the show, so that's going to be Friday 3, and then we have Friday 4, which is after the show, and then Friday 4 will be show picks. These should actually be organized together. I think this should be 3. There we go. We caught a mistake right there. So we'll fix that real quick. And the same thing for Saturday. Saturday 1 start, and then Saturday 2 would be the rollers.
Saturday 3 is the next event. So that's how I like to organize it. And then after I have, you know, the 1, the 2, whatever have you, I have what camera I used. So sometimes if I have just drone, if I have so many drone clips, I'll specify what type of drone it is in a separate folder, or I'll do a subfolder, usually separate folders. And here I specify it's a GoPro, here I specify it's a DJI Osmo, and the next I have rollers here. Now you can see there's a bunch of different clips in here. We got Insta360 files, we have Osmo files, we have a bunch of different files here, and that's totally fine. That's just how I like to organize it. And originally I had a bunch of folders and I just kind of compressed them after the fact. That's the important thing. I would always overpopulate my folders, even if there's nothing in it. And then when I'm going to put drives or I'm going to put different files in there, then you can go ahead and delete some folders, compress some folders, whatever have you. It's just easier when you have everything laid out and you don't have to continuously make a folder. Okay, now I put stuff in it, make a folder. The folder's already there if you need it. If you don't need it, you just delete it afterwards. So that's how I have everything. And then I have all the music clips down here. Music clips are very important. It's actually a pretty long part of the editing process for me, but all of the music is non-copyright, so that stuff's free. We'll get into that in a second. But the main thing here is folder organization. Organize beforehand, not during, not after. Super key.
This is part of a previous step, so I'm not gonna count it, but something you should definitely do with the spreadsheet. I removed some of the things like arrive, I removed the location, but you'd want to put the location here. And then I have a note on what I want to do. So here I want to specifically start with interviews, interviewing people. What are they most excited about for their car, what their car is. And then like this one, the 9:30 check-in ends, possibly time for more interviews, handheld showing people, drone overview of the scenery, drone of people leaving, just a lot of people, a lot of interactions. That's what people want to see, other people in a just normal general environment. So that's what I typically focus on a lot of, and actually do a lot of the cars and stuff separate, because really it's about people in the community. So that's what I focused on here, and I just have notes. Like for these videos, interviews, video rollers, sometimes I specify what cameras I use, you know, just whatever you think is going to make your life easier to read. And then at the arrives and stuff, I have all the addresses and stuff, so I can easily pull this up on my phone, which I have it like bookmarked on the home screen for the days of the shoot, and then just plug the address into my GPS. So that's kind of what a basic spreadsheet would look like, for example.
So you've done all of those steps. I think we're on step 4 right now. I could be wrong, but let's just say this is the step 4 or the next step. And this is, you're home now. You did the whole event. Everything was good. You did solid. You did a great job, but you also did a bad job. You know, there are a bunch of important clips that are going to need some touching up. And the reason why I didn't go over like camera settings, what cameras, how to mount it, and all that stuff is because that needs to be its own separate video. That stuff is like super long. What you do on site, that's its own dedicated video. So let's say you did all that, but you know, you come home and there's still going to be footage that is very important, but it probably didn't look the best. And you know, as someone that's just starting out doing these things, that's not a problem. What is a problem is not knowing how to compensate and work with that. So some of the things I like to do is stabilization. That really helps videos. I always shoot in a lot of log, so there's a lot more detail, and I'm able to adjust color profiles afterwards to make things more light, especially if it's on like a more cloudy day. You know, you kind of want to boost colors, and that's what people like to see, a lot of bright colors and a lot of people smiling and all that stuff. So that's, you know, something that we're going to have to do afterwards. That's just after the fact. Kind of part of this step, but also a next step is going to be picking the music. So I'll have links to the sites that I like to use in the description below. They're fully free. I think YouTube Music is one of them, and that one you have to have like a certain prerequisite to hit, but the other two are completely free, and there's no prerequisites, any of that stuff. Those are just use them. They're great. Some of the songs on there are like really lame and really cheesy, not gonna lie, but some are really good, and I use a lot of them. And so that's what we're going to start to do. So let's start editing, and let's look at the songs I actually went ahead and picked. So I lost count of where we are at, but we're at the music part. So go through and look for exciting music. The music that I like is something that is light mooded, something with a lot of beats per minute, some that are kind of calm, some that you can transition with, just a lot of different tracks. Now, I understand that can be very just variable, so we're gonna go over a few that I picked. And these 7 are going to be the one that I use for this video in particular. I doubt I'm gonna be switching any of them out. So let's go through and pick some of the ones that I did. I'll just give you a brief outline of Friday and then Saturday. So Friday we met up, just pictures of the car, pictures of the people, did some rollers. Next stop, pictures of the car, pictures of the people. Next stop with rollers, pictures of the car, pictures of the people. After that, comedy show. And then after the comedy show, we did a light show with our cars. So the light show, with the music and all that stuff, the Tesla light show music will probably be over that. And then Saturday, we had a morning where we just met up, people, cars. Then the next stop was rollers, and then more people, cars, and then a little bit more rollers, and then everything, the people and everything in the state park handheld. So that's the outline. That's kind of just what we did. Now, let's go through the music. We'll just start from the top to the bottom, no particular order. Let's just go with this one. Not a huge fan of the beginning. You might for the specific video you're working on, but I think I like this part. Right? I mean, it's super fun. So something like this, it would be in a meetup spot. So when I'm handheld, I'm showing all the happy people, all of that stuff, it's upbeat, energetic music. So you're going to use that to kind of push the atmosphere of just people being there, right? That's the main purpose of this. And that part is what I'm going to be using for the music video, the rally video, that main part. We might use a little bit of the end as well, but that's that. And then we'll go into the next one. This one I'm thinking is going to be a transitional one. So this could be into the next morning, right? We kind of start off slow and then we just showing off everyone, we're bouncing around, you know what I mean? So this one can be good as well to just, and then it hits right here, I'm pretty sure. And then we can just delve straight into the rollers. So the car's driving off, going on the freeway. It's kind of mellow, but also very upbeat, very energetic. So, that's Saturday covered. And then the previous one could be for some time in the other day. So that's good there. And then what's this one? Oh, this one's very playful. This is the one I wanted to use for the comedy show. I don't remember exactly in particular. It's a very long song. It's like almost 7 minutes. So something like that, something more joyful. Something that's like, whoa, what the heck? The music just shifted. Something just to keep people's attention. And then this is the next one. Right there exactly is where I wanted to use. It's like really pushing it, you know what I mean? So this is a little bit further down the video when, as the video goes on, it gets more stale. And so you want to kind of keep the audience's attention, and that's where all right, let's build back up comes in. And that's kind of what this song is. So this might be the last rollers of the video. That's what I'm thinking of. The last rollers right before we get to our last stop. That's what I'm thinking. Let's go with the next one. So... this might be the start of the rally, honestly, this part right here. Just introducing just all these cars, Vegas, all this stuff that we're doing, right? This one's super upbeat. You want to start your videos upbeat because the first couple of seconds is, if for anyone not watching the rally, that's going to be what keeps them to stay on, right? If you're making any kind of video. The first couple of seconds are always the most important, and then you want to keep their attention flowing through that. And this song is really bouncy. It really pushes it. And then it slows down, so this is where we can transition into another song. Or we can transition later in the song where I'm sure it'll pick up. But yeah, I like this one. This one might be used 2 different parts in the video, honestly. Let's check out the next one. Oh man, I like that one. That's cool. Man, honestly, this one, ooh, I don't know. This is a tough one, but I really like this song. This one might be a little bit later in the day for Friday. I think that might be the move. That's a vibe, bro. Okay, and then this one. Might be for the end, might be like a recap. Yeah, I think that's good. So those are all the music tracks. That's just kind of how I picked the music tracks. I might be going through a few more. The music is very key. Audio is very key. On top of all the music, in some of these folders, I have audio clips. Like some of the Osmo clips, for example, are really just mic clips that are synced to some video. And that's just because you want to incorporate audio in the video more than just the music. You want to show that there are real people in the video. You want to, and this applies for everything. You either want to show yourself or you want to just give that impression that there are real people in here, especially with the age of AI and all that stuff. People love the actual interaction. And so just make sure that you have engaging audio. So the layer of the music, you could have some sound effects underneath it, but definitely people, especially in a video like this, especially in a video that's over like 3 minutes long. Unless it's an explaining video like this one, then you're just listening to me. So yeah, that is the audio section covered. I don't know why I was treating it as if that was not the last section, but that's pretty much it. Everyone's clips are going to be totally different, and to see the final result, it'll be in the description below the like button when it comes out. Actually, I'll release this after that comes out, so you'll see the final result. But anyways, the video will be great. Hopefully, at least to my standards, it should be great. It's going to have, you know, all the things that I've talked about here implemented into the video, because that's what I believe is right. Now, I am still always learning, so if you guys have any tips, please leave them in the comments below. Go over to that video, judge me, not too harshly hopefully, but let me know what you think in the comments below. Always love constructive criticism, because that's how we get better, and that is what I like, as well as compliments. So if you do like the video, leave a like so that I know. And that's pretty much it. So go out, have fun, get a camera, get your phone even. Dude, start with something, and that's better than doing nothing. Just go for something and something will happen.